It's done, y'all.
Anyway, so
It's the 17th July today, and both my papers are done. What should I say? It was quite unexpected that it's gonna be like this. I had some high expectations, and they weren't exactly met. I'm gonna tell you how. I appeared for CUET UG 2022, and it was okay. I mean, there were a lot of instructions and guidelines and rules given to us in the admit card, in other information bulletin and all that stuff, that it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like this, you gotta follow the rules, we will or else take action, and blah 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 blah. Now, first and foremost, maybe it might be because it's the really start of the exam, or it's the first time they're doing this, or whatever, but NTA did not live up to the expectations they created themselves for us, like the candidates. They had so much of strict rules that you can't bring this, you can't bring that, you can't even wear your own mask inside the center. That's literally a guideline in the admit card, that your mask will be thrown away and we will give you a fresh mask to avoid any unfair means of, stuff. And we were like, okay, I accepted that. Okay, you do you. If you're giving us a fresh mask, I'll take a fresh mask. I don't care. They did not. Like, the first thing I heard when I reached the center, the observer of the center was right there outside, and he said, we don't have masks. And I was like, oh well, I guess okay. And maybe it was because of that or whatever reason, not a lot of candidates were wearing their own masks. I wore one. I wore a medical mask, like those, what do you call them again, the blue surgical masks. I wore one of those. Oh my god, auntie, trying to make a video here. Not a lot of candidates were wearing masks, maybe because they thought that they will be given a mask. They weren't given a mask because the masks weren't there. Wow. And yeah, they did not even ask for any sort of proof that if we were vaccinated or not, or have we gotten our boosters or not. Nothing. We weren't asked of anything. Like, आ जाओ बस, कोई फायदा नहीं है, मतलब कोई problem नहीं है, मैं आ जाऊँ बस आ जाओ. Yeah. So, out of all those many candidates, about 90% of them weren't wearing masks, and they were okay with it. They were like, okay, cool.
Anyway, so
Second, there was a lot of miscommunication in the center. Now, in my admit card, it said that my test, like my paper, specifically my paper, would start at 3 p.m. in the afternoon and end at 5:15. And the overall slot, the whole slot, like everyone, it will start from like 3 to 6:45. That's how big the slot is. Now, your timing can vary according to the number of tests you've taken, right? Mine ended on 5:15. So I told my dad to come accordingly to pick me up, because the place is really far away from my house. But we were told that every student, no matter like how long their test is taking, all of them will be released at the same time, which will be 6:45. He, like the observer, literally said in front of a lot of people, a lot of parents, a lot of candidates, that all these candidates will be getting out of the exam at 6:45 only. And I told my father to, like, okay, come at 6:45, I guess, because my exam ends at 5:15 and the thank you screen appears, like, okay, good job, you're done, blah blah blah. He has the audacity, the observer, to go, you can go now.
bro,
Right after you said that the exam will end at 6:45 for everyone, I told my dad to come after that, like to come at that time. So right now, I don't have any means of transportation to get home, neither any means of communication to tell my dad that, you know what, my exam's done, come pick me up. What do you expect to just, like, I guess they think we're all adults, so we'll know how to figure it out, but that's not it, guys. You're just like telling us to go. I know it's none of your responsibility to look after the candidates when the exam's done, but have some common sense. Like, if the thing is saying that my exam will end at 5:15, let me go with that timing. Why are you forcing that it will be 6:45 for everyone when it's not going to be 6:45? Don't miscommunicate stuff. Like, oh my god, it's just wastage of time. That's the result of miscommunication.
Child. Anyway, so
Next thing. What is the next thing? The main exam, the questions sometimes were like bewildering, like what the fuck, who came up with this question and why did they even come up with this question? I was a lot of times suspicious that any other options, like it was an MCQ question, right? There was like 4 options for each question and you have to like, pick the correct one. So I was suspicious for a lot of questions that none of the options are right, but I didn't say anything because I could be wrong, but like I knew even if I say something that this seems wrong, they couldn't do anything about it. So I just kept quiet and picked an option. I don't know, man. Anyway, it's done. I don't know what to say, honestly. Like, it is what it is. It is quite alarming of how things work and how these rules are made and none of them are followed. Like, there's so much of promises made that it's gonna be this way, but at the ground level nothing is that way. We were told that there'll be sanitizers every once in a while for you to clean up. You'll be thermally checked, like your temperature would be checked, and if you have a temperature above the normal, then you'll be giving the exam in a different place. None of that happened. They didn't even check our temperature or anything. They were like, yeah, no, just do you have a mobile? You don't have a mobile? You can go. Like that's all the checking was. They saw our admit card, saw the photo, saw the name, saw my face, like it all matches up. Do you have a mobile phone with you? I said no. They were like, okay, you can go. Like, they didn't even look for anything. They were like, you don't have a phone? Okay, you can go. What if someone did bring a phone? Just didn't check. Like, it was written in the thing that we'll be checked with handheld metal detectors for anything. And like, they have a problem with the analog watch. Like, oh my god, we'll be doing a sin looking at the time. I was so lost on the first day because I was alone and I didn't even have a clue of what time it is. It's like, I guess I'm stranded.
Child. Anyway, so
to all the candidates who are appearing, like who haven't appeared for their exam yet and will be giving their exam soon, just chill out, okay? It's nothing too serious. Or maybe it was just my center which was like this.
Child. Anyway, so
yeah, that was my experience giving the exam of CUET this year here in my hometown. That's gonna be it for this video. It was something I thought I should make a video about because it is something new for not just me, for a lot of people. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed my talking senselessly and taking out my anger. Pew, pew, pew. See you in the next one. Bye bye.